In this presentation, we are going to look at the last two questions of the week one quiz for R programming. So we are going to be working with the air quality dataset, which is an inbuilt dataset in R. So if you're not familiar with what we're doing, let's just bring up R here and just bring it into position. Air quality is an inbuilt dataset in R. So let's just have a look at the summary. Air quality. Rather than just print out the whole thing, we'll just have a quick look at the summary. So there are 6 variables here in this data set: ozone, solar, wind, temp, month, and day. And what we have to, some of those are numeric variables, but some like month and day are really categorical variables. Let's just have a look at the head of the data set, the first 6 variables, so the first 6 cases: head, air quality. There we go. So that just gives a sort of sense of what the data set looks like. Now, the question here is, what is the mean of temperature when month is equal to 6? So we have various different values here for month. So here we have 5. Now, if we go to the end of the data set, we might have a different value here. Tail, 9. So essentially, looks like the values the values of month are between 5 and 9. You can sort of just double check that yourself and see that I'm right. What is the mean of temperature when a month is equal to 6? So what I'm going to do is set up a subset, this data set, air quality, and I'm going to call it aq.june, June being the 6th month. So, and we're going to take out the values of air quality when the value for month is equal to 6. So, we're going to use the subset command for that. I'm going to do question 20, which is also very similar to this. I'm going to take a slightly different approach. Just so for the sake of getting to know R as well as you can, I'm going to take 2 different approaches in both of the questions. So in this one, I'm going to use the subset command. So aq.june, air quality for June. Find out what essentially June being the 6th month. Subset air quality when air quality meets this logical condition. Air quality month equals 6. Okay, so that's a very straightforward command there. Subset this data set here and just select the values when this logical condition here is met. Air quality month is equal to 6. Again, when you're dealing with this sort of stuff, just remind yourself that the equality operator in R is 2 equal signs together, not 1. That's just very important. aq.june is air quality for June. That's just a name I picked myself. If you're coming from other programming languages, that dot doesn't mean anything. It just makes things easier to read. Okay, so let's get the summary of aq.june. And that's just essentially air quality for June. And what the question that we are asked is, what is the mean of temperature when month is equal to 6? So here is the mean of temperature when month is equal to 6, 79.10. And that ends our presentation.